Hello everyone. As I promised you that I'll discuss some more questions related to implicit functions. So this is a new video related to differentiability and I'll discuss some more questions based on implicit functions in this video. So let's start. I took one of the example and that is the question of your NCERT. Sin square y plus cos xy equals to pi. This is your question. We want to calculate dy upon dx for this. Okay, dy upon dx. Upon dx means we want to calculate the differentiation with respect to x. Okay. In the last video, I discussed with you what is the meaning of implicit function and what is the difference between implicit and explicit functions. And I also discussed with you that how to differentiate implicit functions by taking one of the example in that video. So if you have not watched that video, just go and watch. I'll share the link in the description box also so you can see it. Okay. So we want to calculate this. First of all, you just observe. Sin square y plus cos xy equals to pi. Simply by observing, we cannot express this equation in the form of y equals to fx. Okay, so therefore we can say that this function is implicit function. Now how to differentiate? You start differentiating with respect to x. So this will become d over dx of sin square y plus this become d over dx of cos xy and this become d over dx of pi. Now sin square y, how will you solve sin square y? Just pay attention little. Sin square y, just treat it like sin square x. How will you solve sin square x? If you want to solve sin square x, then first of all, you just think that it is x square. X square, how will you differentiate? That will be 2x with respect to x. Now 2x, okay. So in place of x, what is there? Sin. So we are going to write 2 sin x. Now as this function is sin square x and we were imagining it is x square, so we have to redifferentiate sin x. So this will become cos x. So actually basically we will get 2 sin x cos x like this. Okay. Now what is there? It means sin square y, we will imagine sin square x and we will differentiate it. So we will get 2 sin x cos x with the help of chain rule. Now in place of x, what is here? Y. So we are going to replace x with y. So 2 sin y cos y. But we are differentiating with respect to x and the variable was y. So we have to redifferentiate y with respect to x. So we will get dy upon dx. So just imagine actually what are we doing? This is what you are differentiating. Sin square y, first of all, as it is not the original standard function, so we will imagine that it is x square and we will differentiate it, then we will get 2x. Okay, so it means 2 sin y. But we were imagining x square in place of sin square y, so we have to redifferentiate that function, that is sin y. So we will get cos y. Okay, but actually the variable is y and we are differentiating with respect to x, so we have to redifferentiate it. So we will get dy upon dx. Okay, this is clear. Now d over dx of cos y, how will we solve it? Again, just forget about xy, just simply solve cos x. So that will be minus of sin x aega, but in place of x we will write xy. Now because we are treating this xy as x, so we have to redifferentiate. So d over dx xy. Again I will remind you, if you are unable to understand it, you just go and watch my chain rule related video, you will understand it very soon. Okay, d over dx of xy. Now xy, there are 2 variables, so we have to use the product rule. So what is the product rule? That is, first of all, x as it is, we will differentiate y, so this will become dy over dx plus y as it is, d over dx of x, that is 1. Okay, so this is what we will get here, and d over dx of pi, that is constant, so it is 0. So now take dy over dx common, you will get this expression. Okay, just solve it and calculate the value of dy upon dx. So dy upon dx, you will get this 2 sin y cos y can also be expressed as sin 2y. So you will get this expression as final answer. So the question is not tough, it's very easy to solve it. Only you remember the chain rule, all the formulas, and be very particular about the signs. Generally, I suggest whenever you do a question, if you want it should be free from all the errors, then you always recheck it. First of all, you recheck the values that you are copying from the question, and secondly, you just check all the signs whether you are taking it correctly or not, and formulas. Sometimes in chain rule it happens that we forgot when again and again we are differentiating, then sometimes we forget. So that should not be the case. So recheck is very important. Okay, now let's see another example. This example is xy plus y square equals to 10x plus y. Again, this is from NCERT. Find dy upon dx. So with respect to x, as we want to calculate dy upon dx, so this will become d over dx of xy plus y square, and this will become d over dx of 10x plus y. Differentiate it. Again, use product rule for that. As you know from the algebra of differentiation, we can write this as d over dx of xy plus d over dx of y square. So means d over dx of xy separately and then d over dx of y square. This we can write. Okay, so now you just apply it. Product rule, as we already discussed. So this will become x dy upon dx plus y, and y square will become 2y. Because we are differentiating with respect to x and variable is y, so therefore we have to redifferentiate it. So it will become dy upon dx. Now this side, d over dx of 10x is sec square x, that you know the formula, and y dy upon dx. Now again you transfer the values and dy upon dx, take it common and then solve it. So you will get this expression, and after that x plus 2y minus 1 dy upon dx equals to this, and finally your answer will become dy upon dx equals to sec square x minus y upon x plus 2y minus 1. Again, the question is not so tough, very easy question. If you will solve it, you will find it very easy. But again, my suggestion is solve it on your own and do rest of the questions of the exercise. If you have any doubt, you can post it to me. So thank you so very much.